In this lesson, we're going to use shapes and lines to help us draw a fire truck. I'm going to start on the right-hand side of my paper by drawing a square. Look at how big my square is compared to all the space around it. Next to that, on the left-hand side of my paper, I'm going to draw a rectangle. Remember, a square has 4 sides that are the same, and a rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. My rectangle lines up on the top and bottom with my square. In between my rectangle and my square, I'm going to make 2 horizontal straight lines. And then I'm going to overlap. Overlap means part of it's on top. So I'm going to overlap my square with a circle and another circle inside of it. These will become the tires of my fire truck. At the back, I'm going to do the same thing twice. I'm going to overlap a circle and draw another circle inside. Next, I'm going to add some details. I'm going to draw a rectangle towards the top of my square. That will become the window of my fire truck. And I'm going to draw a smaller rectangle behind that to become a second window. I'm going to draw a very small rectangle on top. That will become a light. And I'm going to draw some vertical lines for the bumpers of my fire truck. Horizontal lines. I'm going to draw some horizontal lines for the bumper of my fire truck. Next, I'm going to draw 2 horizontal lines at the top of my rectangle. And then I'm going to draw several vertical lines to connect them together. This will become the ladder of my fire truck. Underneath that, I'm going to make more rectangles. Fire trucks have compartments that open where the firemen store all of their equipment, and those are rectangle shapes. Next, I'm going to draw a small rectangle that will become part of the grill of my fire truck, and a teeny rectangle that will become another light on the front of my fire truck. I'm going to draw a diagonal line and then erase that part of the square to make it look more like a real fire truck. In the middle, I'm going to start with a circle, and it's going to spiral or curve all the way in. That will become the fire hose that the firemen use. And I'm going to put a little triangle nozzle on the top of it. When I'm done drawing, I'm going to outline my fire truck. Outline means I'm going to slowly and carefully go on top of my pencil line. Outlining will let everyone see my drawing in all of its details. So I'm carefully outlining my fire truck. As I outline, I can add a couple of other details if I want to. When I'm done outlining, I can add a background. A background gives me an idea of where my fire truck is. So I'm going to add a couple of horizontal lines and vertical lines that will look like buildings in the background, and a road for my fire truck. You can continue to use your shapes to make your background. When you're done drawing your background, you can start to color your fire truck. I'm using markers, but you could use markers or crayons, and you can continue to color in your fire truck. So there's my fire truck using some shapes and lines to help me draw it. I cannot wait to see what your drawing looks like. Happy creating!